Hi and welcome back to another Tech Minds video. So in this video we're going to take a look at the XIEGU G106. Now thanks to moonmakeronline.com for lending me this radio so I could take a look at it. Now what you're going to see in this video is my personal experience with the G106. This radio is fully working, latest firmware, and is not a pre-production model and is not faulty. If it was, then I wouldn't make a video on it. In fact, you'd have to be some kind of idiot to provide a bad review on a product and not even realise it had faults. So first off, what can this radio do? Well, it supports transmit from 80 meters up to 10 meters on the ham band. It can receive wide FM on the FM broadcast band, and its HF receive is from 0.55 to 30 megahertz. Now, supported modes of modulation on the ham bands are AM, SSB voice, and CW. There is no FM on this model, so no support for 10 meters FM operation. There is also an optional interface you can purchase so you can use digital modes via your computer, such as FDA or RTTY. You would have noticed that in the box was only the radio mic power cable and a manual, which in my opinion comes across as very basic. But thinking about it, basic pretty much sums up this radio. Now basic doesn't mean bad. So what do I mean by basic? Well, there is no mic gain control, there is no SSB transmit bandwidth adjustment, although it is fixed to 3 kHz. CW bandwidth is adjustable, however. There's also no power output adjustment, it's fixed to 5 watts, no mic compressor that you can adjust, no EQ, and no RF gain. It does, however, have a preamp which you can turn on and off. Now, if you think about that for a moment, all of those missing settings are not actually that bad. For example, a newcomer to the hobby might just want a radio they can turn on, tune in, and just start using it without worrying about any of the audio settings, etc., etc. Also, with none of those previously mentioned features, setting up for something like POTA or SOTA will be extremely quick because there's nothing on the radio to configure, well, at least for SSB comms.
Director Radio, and in the southeast part of London, a place called Chislehurst Kent. So I'd like to go back to you, Golf 4, X-ray Yankee, Golf 7, United Lima. Golf 7, United Lima.
Pushing the volume control in switches the audio from the radio's internal speaker to the speaker on the microphone, and a simple push on the VFO encoder takes you into the menus. Now there are 5 pages altogether, with the majority of settings tailored for the CW operator. There are functions here to create recall memories, turn off radio menu beeps, adjust CW settings, and tailor the display to your liking by making the scope large or small and with or without S-meter. Personally, I quite like the S-meter with the scope being shown at the same time. So there's a little clip of me making a contact with the XIEGU G106 from my home location using an N-fed half-wave antenna in an inverted L configuration. Yeah, this is Mike 0 Delta Quebec Whiskey. QRP. Yeah, thanks very much, Andy. Much appreciated. I'm just testing the G106, the little small new XIEGU radio. It's only about 5 watts, so it's no wonder that the signal's low. But nice to make the contact with you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the name's Matt. Mike Alpha Tango. QSL. Yeah, I'm in Great Missenden, a small village called Great Missenden in Buckinghamshire, QSL.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's not bad. Hey, it's not bad at all. I'm sorry I can't give you any more than 5 and 3, and your audio's a bit low, but we've got you there, no problem. So I'm running a couple hundred watts there with the old Icon 775 and the N-fed wire. Back to you, Matt.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for allowing me to come in. It's nice to get a contact on such low power. It's nice that it works. But anyway, thanks very much, and I'll let you carry on calling CQ. Have a good afternoon from Mike 0 Delta Quebec Whiskey.
No problem, I got you in the log there, all locked, yeah, I can hear you, no problem. Thanks, have a good weekend.
Thanks, bye-bye. As a last demonstration of how well this little radio works, I took it to my club's field day and hooked it up to a horizontal end-fed halfway. Now you may have seen this clip in my last video, but I'll include it here just for those that haven't.
CQ 40 metres, Golf Queen 8 Alpha Mike Charlie, Golf Queen 8 Alpha Mike Charlie QRP, calling CQ on 40 metres and bye for a call.
Golf Queen 8 Alpha Mike Charlie, Mike 0 Yankee Delta Golf Portable.
Mike 0 Yankee Delta Golf / Portable. Thanks for coming back to the call. I'll check the meter on the next over, but you sounded fantastic here on this. I think it's a XIEGU G106. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah,
it is. It's a XIEGU G106. It's a QRP radio, and I think it's about 5 watts. Is that right? 5 watts only. Here from a field just west of London. The operator name is Stu, Sugar Tango Uniform. Mike 0 Yankee Delta Golf Portable from Golf Queen 8 Alpha Mike Charlie QRP.
Yeah, Mike 0 Yankee Delta Golf Portable returning. Yeah, no problem, Stu. Well, you're 5 and 8 with me, 5 and 8. I'm on the Woodhead Pass, which is between Manchester and Barnsley in South Yorkshire, on the Barnsley side. Quite high up, but we just popped out with a friend to operate a bit of radio. So my friend's working 2 in the front, and I'm sat out at the back of me Freelander running on HF. Working conditions this side, ST991A, inverter V dipole and 100 watts from a set of leisure batteries in the boot, so all battery powered at this side, but the bands seem to be in very, very good condition, so enjoying every minute of it.
So there we go, an overview of the XIEGU G106 5-watt QRP HF transceiver. Now, in my opinion, this is a great little QRP radio and would tuck nicely into a backpack. Now, unfortunately, it does not have an internal battery, but this thing is just so small. It weighs around 720 grams and its outer shell is made from metal, so a nice, sturdy, professional feel. Now, the VFO and volume knobs are plastic and do feel a little flimsy. However, XIEGU have created a little surround for the encoders built into the actual shell, so it does offer some kind of protection. Now, when it comes to sensitivity and harmonic suppression, I'd recommend you take a look at the video released by ML&S, where their engineer connected a signal generator to test sensitivity and an analyzer for testing the harmonic suppression. Now, I think I need to get myself some of that gear so I can start doing my own test here. Anybody out there want to send me some test gear? Until the next video, guys, take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.